Yo, hello homies. I hope all y'all are doing swell today because we got ourselves a thickums about it content right here. We got Deserted Island for Eden Eternal, y'all, and this is a mode that has little to no documentation whatsoever, and I'm here to hopefully provide you guys with a little bit more information and insight as to what to expect when it comes to this PvP mode, because honestly, when you have a decent understanding of it, it could be a very fun match, or other times it could just be bad placement, bad RNG, whatever the case may be. Let us just get right on into this video because there's a lot to cover here. So to get yourself up and ready for your Deserted Island, you can click on the purple sword icon on the top right of the minimap, and then click on Deserted Island. They happen during Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and essentially all you gotta do is just get 30 different people, and this is essentially what happens right as soon as you start on in. Welcome to Deserted Island, where none of your equipment matters except anything that gives you movement speed, because here your equipment is nullified. All your stats are subtracted down by an insane amount, and you have to survive with the bare bones that's been granted to you. In your bag, you will receive one single opportunity to have a weapon, which you can utilize as your player. Though in this case, you gotta wait until the start time remains before using any items. But we have 3 seconds left right here, and I'm gonna be mashing the living heck out of this, and immediately getting a cursed dagger. I'll go over the different kinds of weapons, but the main thing is you want to arm yourself immediately, and find anyone and just spam your skills. And just try and be able to survive here. Right here, I am just going insano ham mode because I got the cursed dagger. I deal extra damage, and this guy's a heavy hitter. But there we go. There were 2 people right up off the bat, and let's just go over the conveniences. Let's go over various different items right now. Now, flashbang. So I know this isn't the most appealing thing to really look at right now, but just to show you guys what you can possibly get from the supplies convenience bag. You pretty much just get movement speed for the top row, but everything else has its own little gimmick. Personally, I would probably go for leap shoes, but just for the aspect of survival. That's literally what this whole thing is all about. And you could, if you push comes to shove, I'm not going to be arguing about a little bit more movement speed. But for the most part, here's the conveniences. And I'll also flash over to the weapons that you can get as well. This is just from the first page. I didn't really get any sort of screenshots from the other ones, unfortunately, but these are all the potential weapons that you can get. As you can see, they have their own various effects as well. So now that I'm done focusing on getting the screenshots for all the darn weapons, now let's go on the hunt. And as soon as I do, I find someone right there running away from someone else. So you know what I do? I smack him with my skills, and I was dealing crazy damage because, as you may have seen, the cursed dagger gives you the most damage benefit. And I'm going to be chasing this guy as well right here. My damage is just going insane because with this guy, he's got an attack that deals like 12% damage. Each character, that's something I didn't take note of before. Each character has their own sort of benefits of skills, and their icon on the top right also depicts their movement speed. You may notice that there's larger, slower enemies, and you may notice that there's super tiny, insanely fast characters as well. So here I actually get caught off guard by this tiny little guy. Shouts out to Say right over here, and then I wind up getting confused because I start targeting my own friend instead of the enemy's friend, and right there, I almost die there because I couldn't figure out what was happening. But my damage was just too ridiculous with this guy, and rip Say, but I wound up winning that fight because just the raw damage output. It's also worth noting that on the map you could see exactly where any sort of survival chests are, or refuel tanks, which are used for the tank in this mode, but I don't really have any footage of that. So this is just a basic overview in terms of the Deserted Island. But yes, you can see the graves of the other people, and you see various different yellow marks are showing up on the map. But yes, those are very key points if you want to gear up a little bit more for yourself. Alright, so I'm not even going to sugarcoat anything, homies. So this is going to be the prime example of something that is out of your control that can prevent you from really enjoying this mode. So just if you're ever queuing on, and right there is a, you can see that there's a gas container on the left. There's a hidden toxic gas vessel, and there's nothing I can do. You even saw in the beginning that I got some incredible crazy damage. But there's this thing right over here to be able to set up a tank. Ideally, you'll have to have a gas mask that you could receive from throughout the island. But the match starts, the gas kills me. I tried to talk to it, but that's pretty much the round. That's it. So, yeah. So let me tell you about my final bout with Grandma over here. So, over here, I'm just trying to manage my inventory. And out of the sudden, a darn friend comes out of nowhere and starts dealing damage like crazy, and Grandma follows soon behind. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm getting overwhelmed. And I'm trying to eliminate the good friend first. So here I actually have the weapon that damages opponents around you. But that was the main thing. I wanted to make sure I got the friend out of there because that's a lot of extra damage. So I retreat, and if Grandma actually chased me here, I would have actually probably died, but now that Grandma's running the other way, I'm decided that I'm going to heal up a little bit, and then I'm going to try and track her down now. We're going to track down Grandma, and we're going to find ourselves a victory on our hands. So, mind you, with the kid, my first skill deals damage. My second skill makes myself and people around me unable to use skills, and my third skill makes me go super fast. So, understanding your specific character as well is a good advantage point. So I noticed that Grandma went up there. She kind of cornered herself here. So I'm just going to heal up a little bit and then going for the kill. So as long as I stay within radius of my weapon, I'll be able to damage Grandma without actually hitting her. So you can see Grandma's trying to attack me right over there. And I'm able to, right there, I feared, well, I made a mundane status, and notice that the buffs, it doesn't actually enter mundane status, so it just prevents you from using skills, and Grandma actually is a crazy heavy hitter with that one certain skill. I'm trying to make it so that Grandma does not attack me, and just maintains my, maintains the distance within my radius. And there I am trying to check out a few other buffs, but I am chasing her down now. I am bloodthirsty. So Grandma's going to be running towards the area where there should be gas, actually. So I'm like, should I go over there? Is Grandma going to die? But I commit, and I go in for the kill. And here is just a grandstanding bout. I'm trying to learn in the process of doing this as well. I'll make sure to keep my distance. The leap shoes are hard carrying me through this as well, because the sustain and the healing is definitely helpful here. And if I really wanted to, yeah, with knowing what I do now, I'd be able to just stay within range and just constantly fear. But that one damage from Grandma hurts like heck. So as long as Grandma's feared or immune to being able to cast skills, we're good there. But pretty much that's all I do right now, and I just close it out. And then Grandma just runs away at a lesser side. If Grandma hits me 2 more times, I'm probably dead here. But actually, my trophy just procced and made it so that Grandma cannot use skills. So that was actually quite a big deal in there, because I know I said equipment may not really matter to its sense, but that was just in terms of like your general form of like attack bonuses, attack speed, or anything of the sort. So when you're dealing with Deserted Island Survival, you have to think almost like Monster Battle Arena, sort of, because you're dealing with other players that are not bosses, essentially. So any sort of skills that you can use will be able to help benefit you through this. But still in all, I hope you guys enjoyed this general overview of Deserted Island Survival. And I'm hoping that this shines a little bit of a light in terms of understanding, and motivates you a little bit to try out the game mode. But yeah, shouts out, homies. And yeah, I mean, I stream very regularly on twitch.tv/GoobitsGabe. You can find a link to that over in the description. But yeah, for the most part, take care of yourselves. Until next time, peas and carrots, yo.